Phony, liar, hypocrite. That's my reaction.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at 10 times celebrities ruined people's lives.
Being known as the Be Kind lady is a tricky position to be in. So let me give you some advice out there. If anybody's thinking of changing their title or giving yourself a nickname, do not go with the Be Kind lady.
Lance Armstrong. Between 2002 and 2004, Mike Anderson worked as the personal assistant and bike mechanic for disgraced cyclist Lance Armstrong.
Lance Armstrong turning into a virtual outcast in just a matter of days.
According to Anderson, they had known each other since their adolescence and got much closer in those 2 years, to the extent that Armstrong's wife referred to him as husband too. However, the relationship turned sour in 2004 when Anderson stumbled upon the steroid androstenedione in Armstrong's bathroom. Armstrong subsequently terminated his employment, and Anderson went public with the discovery soon after.
People ask me a lot, how you doing? And I tell them, I say, well, I've been better, but I've also been worse.
The former cyclist dragged him to court and soured his name in the media. With no prospects left in the US, Anderson had to start life over in New Zealand, where he now resides with his family.
I don't want to make excuses for myself that everybody did it or we never could have won without it. Those are all true, but the buck stops with me. I'm the one who made the decision to do what I did. And
Kanye West. In February 2021, nearly 7 years after their high-profile wedding, Kim Kardashian filed for divorce from Kanye West. Months later, Kardashian began dating then Saturday Night Live cast member Pete Davidson. This new relationship didn't go down well with her ex-husband.
I'm just extremely happy. Can you tell by my face?
West repeatedly attacked Davidson on social media, to the point where he was barred from performing at the 2022 Grammys due to his concerning online behavior. In January 2022, he released a controversial music video for his song Easy, showing an animated figure of Davidson being kidnapped and buried alive.
He was once a thug from around the way.
The comedian has stated that these continuous attacks tormented his life and made him feel like he was personally going through the COVID-19 pandemic again.
Kanye told me I had AIDS. And he's a genius.
Justin Bieber. You'd think it'll be nice living next door to a globally recognized pop star.
What you got? $1 billion could've never bought.
But according to Jeffrey and Suzanne Schwartz, the former neighbors of Justin Bieber, it is anything but. The couple first made the news in early 2014 when Bieber was investigated for throwing eggs at their house. He later pleaded no contest and was made to pay about $80,000 in restitution to his neighbors.
The damage went beyond kids' play.
In 2015, Jeffrey and Suzanne Schwartz filed a lawsuit for damages against the artist, citing the egging incident, as well as repeated cases of harassment from Bieber, his entourage, and his fans.
He was also sentenced to 5 days of community labor, 2 years probation, a 12-week anger management program, and must also pay $350 in fees and fines.
The case was finally settled out of court in 2018.
Yeah, I know that I let you down. Is it too late to say sorry now?
Jake Paul. Seems it's not only Justin Bieber who's made his neighbors' lives a living hell. In 2017, YouTuber and professional boxer Jake Paul was accused by his neighbors of constituting a nuisance in their West Hollywood community.
We've done a lot of dumb things. This is the dumbest thing we've ever done.
According to reports, Paul organized parties and orchestrated elaborate stunts that turned their peaceful neighborhood into a war zone.
Residents in the upscale neighborhood call it a living hell.
He also apparently made his address public, drawing hordes of fans to his house. As a result of this, Paul's neighbors filed a class action public nuisance lawsuit against him. The YouTuber seemingly moved to another property, but his behavior never changed. In 2020, amid the COVID-19 pandemic, he threw a large party that violated nearly all public safety rules, resulting in complaints from nearby residents.
The party, held at YouTube star Jake Paul's mansion in Calabasas, lasted all day and into the night.
Ellen DeGeneres. For years, Ellen DeGeneres won the hearts of millions around the world with her lovable personality and mantra of always being kind to everyone. But turns out it was an entirely different story behind the scenes.
Heart stops, you stop breathing, and your brain shuts down, and that's how we declare people dead. And that's why we gave a time of death, and we give them a note. And really, to be honest with you,
a few months after a Twitter thread about her being mean went viral, multiple former employees of DeGeneres' show came forward with allegations of a toxic workplace. They claimed that she created a culture of racism, fear, and intimidation, and in some cases, would fire people for flimsy reasons, leaving them without a source of income.
Phony, liar, hypocrite. That's my reaction. She's known about this for 17 years. She's created this culture. I was there from day one. We were all petrified of her. She was not nice.
Following an internal investigation, 3 executive producers were fired, and the show ultimately came to an end in 2022.
She apologized and promised to do better.
Ashley Greene.
I'm Alice.
Best known for her turn as Alice Cullen in the Twilight franchise, Ashley Greene made headlines in 2013 when her West Hollywood apartment was gutted by flames. The incident was apparently an accident caused by a candle that lit a couch on fire, but according to Greene's building manager, Adrian Mayorga, he found certain drug paraphernalia on the scene that he seemed to believe might have caused the incident. Mayorga, along with other residents in the building, filed a lawsuit against Greene, claiming he suffered permanent respiratory damage as a result of the fire. In 2016, a settlement was reached between both parties for an undisclosed amount.
That's your future. Unless you decide on another course.
Remy Ma.
R to the easy, M to the whiz eye. My arms stay breezy, the dawn stay fizz. I got a date at 8, I'm in the 740 fizz eye, and I just bought a bike so I can ride till I die.
In July 2007, Grammy-nominated rapper Remy Ma was involved in an altercation with her childhood friend, Makita Barnes-Joseph, that ended with Barnes-Joseph getting shot. Apparently, the dispute was over about $2,000, which Ma accused her friend of stealing from her.
If Peter Piper pecked them, I bet you Remy ducked them.
The rapper was arrested on multiple charges, including attempted murder and assault, but she vehemently denied pulling the trigger. Barnes-Joseph, on the other hand, denied stealing from Ma and had to spend 3 weeks in the hospital receiving treatment. She later filed a $10 million civil suit, claiming that the incident had inflicted physical harm and mental anguish on her. In the end, Ma was found guilty of assault, weapons possession, and attempted coercion, and received an 8-year sentence.
We walk around the metal detectors, and it really ain't a need for a VIP section.
Val Chimmerovski. Val Chimmerovski from Dancing with the Stars was the subject of a defamation lawsuit in 2016 that sought a payment of $6 million. The suit was filed by a girl living with Down syndrome who appeared in a meme that the dancer posted on his Facebook page.
Val is known for tough love with his dance partners, but in this case he's being sued for defamation and emotional injury for a post he later deleted, reminding us all that a quick meme can have lasting impact.
The picture included a caption that was seemingly intended to body shame the young girl and blame her parents for her weight.
I don't want people looking at her like that.
Although he eventually deleted the picture from his page, Chimmerovski refused to apologize for posting it and instead doubled down on his stance. In her suit, which also included CBS News as a defendant, the unnamed girl claimed that the meme had caused her severe emotional distress.
He never meant to offend anyone. He was trying to start a conversation about what's healthy and what's not.
Nick Hogan. You may not know Nick Hogan, but you most likely know his father, wrestling icon Hulk Hogan. In 2007, the junior Hogan made the news when he was involved in a ghastly car crash that nearly claimed the life of his best friend, John Graziano. Hogan was reportedly driving under the influence with Graziano in the vehicle when he lost control and crashed into a tree.
The car was just completely out of control. It was beyond anything that I could do to recover it.
While they both survived the accident, Graziano, who wasn't wearing a seatbelt, suffered severe brain injuries that have left him needing full-time care for life. Hogan pleaded no contest to the felony charge of reckless driving involving serious bodily injury and was sentenced to 8 months in jail.
Do you ever see him?
I've reached out and tried, but at this point I'm not allowed to visit John.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Vince Neil.
What does this mysterious person benefit from my sexual humiliation?
I don't know, man, but you're definitely gonna die.
The early 80s saw Vince Neil rise to stardom as the frontman of the heavy metal band Motley Crue. In 1984, Neil was driving with Nicholas Razzle Dingley, the drummer of the Finnish band Hanoi Rocks, when he crashed into an oncoming vehicle. The accident claimed the life of Dingley and left the 2 passengers in the other car, Lisa Hogan and Daniel Smithers, with brain damage. Hogan is said to have remained in a coma for nearly 1 month as a result of the crash. Neil pleaded guilty to vehicular manslaughter and drunk driving and spent 15 days in jail. He was made to pay a $2.6 million settlement to the victims of the accident.
He was sentenced to 30 days in jail, but only served 19 on the condition that he stay sober.
Did we miss any other life-shattering celebs? Let us know in the comments below.